start recording as I tell y'all about the Rodeo Regional number 38. It's me, your host Javamorris, here with yet another Rodeo Regional brought to you by the Rodeo Rivals. And also, today we have some wonderful commentators helping me out, but also playing in the tournament. They pull in double duty. We got, on one end, False God. How's it going, False God?
Howdy, I'm doing great.
Yo, let's go, gamer. And we got Vixy on the other end. How's it going, Vixy?
How you doing, everyone? It's been a while. Happy to be back.
Sick. I'll adjust mic volumes as we go, but I'm going to go ahead and let them play their first matches because they both got bracket matches off stream to start out. And we're going to go ahead and start off with our first stream match of Derpinator versus Dash Knocker. Quite a spicy match in store indeed. Derpinator, the speed demon Tianhuo from Canada, but never says sorry in game, versus Dash Knocker. Just as scary. All right. The double
Good luck,
Ds.
gamers.
Good luck, gamers, indeed. And if y'all aren't, wait, let me make sure. Okay. Hopefully I'm, talking to microphones. That's like, what the? It's like F and then O with a diagonal line and then E. Oh, yeah, that's Foxy. Scaring people with your special O in your name. All right. Cool. Ready to start out here. Super excited to have y'all here tonight. It's been a nice week away from last one. So last time we had Amaron on for commentary. Not only was he commentating the most of the tournament, I think the entire tournament actually, except for like a couple bits. But he was also the winner of the tournament. So quite a feat from him. We'll see if we can get another player to copy that feat, as we have two other players playing in the tournament and commentating. Maybe not at the same time though, because Amaron kind of built different like that. But for now, we just got two non-commentators, but guest players, Dash Knocker versus Derpinator, both on Tianhuo. Mirror you don't see super often, but a fun one nonetheless. Ooh, that's the combo. Keeps the pressure going. That's what's important. Nice frame trap. Got the corner. Okay. Just do the flip at JB, the Tianhuo classic, mixing him up just to put him down again.
Well done. Again.
Well done. Nice. Derpinator taking round one.
You're not a warrior yet. You have much to learn. Round two. Fight.
Here, I'll message Derp about this afterwards because I didn't see as much as before the match. But basically, Derp likes to play the Shadow Palette in Tianhuo, and Shadow Palettes are fine only if you get permission from the other person before. Because a lot of people, aren't the biggest fan of the Shadow Palette on like certain stages because it'd be kind of hard to see. Or just in certain parts of stages, like in the corner of waterfalling to be a little sussy. We're keeping it. Ooh, nice punish from Dash Knocker. Gonna get the full level 2 conversion here into some Ash Loops. Ooh, but just one Ash Loop at that. Not gonna get the full combo off. Go Jade, stop the pressure, and then catching the fly out with the crash. Ooh, nice spacing. Staying safe, 7D to get out of the pressure. 5B, big ol' poke from Tianhuo. Ooh, nice conversion. Catches with the flip in JB. Not as an overhead, but as an extended poke this time. Bringing us up 1-1
A match well
in the
fought,
Tianhuo mirror.
but not well enough. Final round. Fight.
Final round. All right, let's see how this goes. Derpinator does have the meter lead, but Dash Knocker really showed us what he was capable of last round, so we'll see if Derp can fully take advantage of this meter or if he will not. Because I know sometimes he's not the biggest fan of level 2, but likes to use that low-flying Oki a lot in level 2 too, so we'll see how that goes. All right. Putting him down. Ooh, misses the very end of it. Keeps the pressure going, but 7D is going to get Dash Knocker right out of that and right back into the action with a counter hit. Full combo. Not only is this doing a pretty decent amount of damage, it is also eating up most of Derp's level 2 timer, so great value out of Dash Knocker there. But unfortunately, that counter hit JC is not going to do one for Dash Knocker. Instead, turning the tides in Derpinator's favor.
Impressive.
Ooh, nice. Get under pressure. Playing nice and conservative, but whipping a 6A like that isn't going to do you any favors against a character with whip punishes like Tianhuo. That's 5E. Going to close it out for Derpinator in
You're
game
not a
1.
warrior yet. You have much to learn.
Are we
Player
allowed to
two
gentleman to a
wins.
coin flip? Oh, Lord. All right.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight.
Round 1.
Oh, wait.
Fight.
Oh, yeah, you are Demented Cat. Okay, so, yeah. Sven, you could... Yeah. Wait. Yo, multitasking on stream, that's a big part. But yeah, a big part of the way net play in these kind of games work is even though like anything like 40 or 50 frames might like look okay on your end, big thing to keep in mind is that is not just like visual frames, but it's also logic frames. So the network logic, the rollback netcode won't be able to like work properly unless you're running at that full 60, or sometimes it'll even work for like factors of 60. Like I saw it work at 20 once, which was kind of mind-boggling, but I'm not going to recommend anyone work at 20 frames per second. Oh my gosh. Nice round from Dash Knocker though, taking it over Derpinator.
Now it's my turn.
Gentleman to Karnov's Revenge. Yo, Lexi. Oh no. Lexi, if you're doing that against Asiago, you better be prepared for the consequences. Just like the consequences getting hit right there, Dash Knocker right into level 1. Saving that JD for later. Alright. So yeah, some conservative neutral, just 7D'ing out when you get too much into a block string. They catch Derpinator up backing with that 2A into a full combo here. Very nice. Crash under. Ooh, and catching the tech out. Some say it's impossible, but others, they defy all odds, getting the nice little combo. Not going to kill here, but is going to put Derpinator one touch away from death, even with another grab. Ooh, nice. Push block keeps him out of there. Ooh, 2B. Low profiles that. Ooh, nice jump in, getting the cross up. Dash Knocker taking game 2. I'm really impressed with how Dash Knocker's doing here. I usually feel like I've seen Derpinator come out in a lot of these Tian mirrors, but Dash Knocker definitely showing up and putting the chips down, showing us what they're made of. I'm the only one commentating just for the start. We have Vixy and False God. They're just both playing, so I'm letting them get their first matches in, and then we're going to go ahead and, you know, start swapping people out, getting people comfortable, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we're indeed gaming today.
Yo, gaming? What's up, Vixy?
Oh yeah. Joel, I played it versus the real Ed Sheeran. I cannot believe it. I'm a big fan.
Round 1.
No way.
I'm a huge fan.
Big fan. Hey, are you spectating on the thing right now, or do you need a Discord stream?
Good point. I should be spectating right now.
Okay, good. Here, just in case either you or False needs it, I'll give you all the 7:20:30 PM stream.
I see.
But yeah, it's 1-1 Dash Knocker Derpinator.
Oh yeah. You see enemy fight. And I'm gonna go just check a bit. And we'll finish fire. Oh, fastest. Okay, we're gonna avoid the corner today.
Nice. Ooh, and that reset. This gonna be enough to take it for Derpinator, giving us a commanding.
Do not let defeat
I don't know
be
if that
the
was
end.
necessarily perfect.
That
It's
was
definitely perfect in our
perfect.
hearts, though. Got the hood perfect. Maybe got a little chipped, but
Fight.
who cares about that? You get the W with all that life still left. Ooh, nice starter with the JB.
It'll be kind. It's okay. We're gonna pick them up. It's an opportunity. Nothing bad to do.
Yo, speaking of drop opportunities, we're gonna drop me and add in False Gun because he's ready and available. How's it going, False?
Hello. And
Yep.
doing great.
Let's go, gamer.
Oh, that was a good way. That was a good. That. Okay, good dashing to stop the push block.
Too close.
So, IBs.
Oh, what an
Ooh,
anti
that was a nice anti-air.
Well done.
You know, that to me that hits like 3 kilometers in the air.
Fire kick.
Ooh, straight to level 2.
I wish my 2B anti-aired.
Hey, don't we all? Wait, mine does.
Everybody's 2B anti-airs if your opponent doesn't press a button.
I mean, also with not
Was
with
that-
the right attitude.
wait, was that a cross-up? What
That was a
on earth?
cross-up.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Firecracker shenanigans. Let's go, Dash Joker. New heart.
Firecracker gimmicks with the new T on meta.
Yo, no
Ooh,
hard does
good
no
anti-air,
firecracker.
good
Ooh,
anti-air. And that's the game.
6 saving use. Can you believe that?
Like
Can you
a
believe that?
moth to the flame.
Yeah, that was really good. Tianhuo is so hard to predict in the air because you have the super jump, you have the flying, you have the air dash, and then, you know what, let's just give her a 5-way dive kick for just add a little bit more.
Just in case, you know, she needs help approaching. She already has stuff to approach, making approach even harder.
Yeah.
Some funnies, some ha-has. Also, Vixy, it looks like your match is ready to go, so I'm gonna go ahead and release you to fight Black Atlas off
Oh, there-
stream.
Oh no.
Alright,
I got out before.
That's gonna be a spooky one.
alright, so we have Lexi going by Duck versus Mr. Asiago. Asiago? That's how you pronounce it, right? Like the cheese?
Yeah,
I
like
hope
the
I'm not
cheese.
pronouncing this wrong. Okay, Mr. Asiago. Oh my gosh, his name is Mr. Cheese. How have I never noticed this?
Mr. Asiago. But Asiago sounds so much more refined. So much fancier.
But
Ready?
it means Mr. Cheese. Well,
Mr.
that
Cheese.
I better see some cheese this match then. Oh, ooh.
Ooh. Looks like someone else bringing the cheese this round. Start Lexi backing up and then it runs back in with that cutlass.
Being random works a few times at least. So
Go.
let's see if he can keep it up.
Oh wait,
Well,
so
that was
is
a
there,
good anti-air.
Does Pep still have the thing where like her trade value on flop differs depending on the port or like side, one of the two?
I have no clue if that was patched or not. I don't think so because I don't remember any patches coming out. But it was really wacky while it lasted. Because sometimes you trade and then your opponent falls so far that you can actually combo off of it anyway. And then sometimes it doesn't. And neither of you know what's going on. Oh, that was a dirty CC bait. Drop on the combo though.
Let's go.
And
Unfortunately.
5B. Ooh, good post-round meter game. Yeah. You can actually do...
Fight.
TFH lets you just mess around a bit after the round ends. So one thing you can do if you really want to optimize is, as Paprika, you can, at the end of the round, 2D, which is the high gift toss, and there's a 1 in 3 chance that you will get a broccoli. And if you do this soon enough, then you can super jump after it and eat it as soon as you hit the ground.
So does it have
It's-
to be a high gift toss?
Mid-screen, yes. But mid-screen, yes, because if you try to do the quote normal normal trajectory, then it'll just fly all the way across the screen, and there's no way you're getting it in time.
Oh yeah, that makes
It
sense.
works if you're facing the corner though, but that has its own problems. Like your opponent just kind of shoving you out of the corner.
Yo, Asiago popping off with that post round E. Did you see it? the post round E? Oh my god. Impossible.
Some people say it's style points. I say it's optimal. I want the meter. So I can use reversal super and get stuffed out of it because smother sucks, but we're not talking about that.
Oh ho ho. They'll never see it coming. That's the mix. They're like, they won't get smothered here. They'll just get hit. Whoa, Lexi going
Lexi switching to Oleander. Let's see how this works out.
Yo, let's go
Round
5
start,
A's. I like to see it.
Oh, good air to air on the JC from Asiago. Up, and the vortex begins.
Oh no.
2A.
Yeah, doing a late push block on a cart A is just like really scary situation to be in.
You gave plus frame to the character that you really, really don't want to give plus frames.
Ooh,
That was
nice.
a good up back, but the pot prevented a punish, and yeah.
It's honestly so scary when Paprika starts getting that like, you know, pot insured mix going where it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna do the mix, 2 50-50s, but you're just gonna have to hold it, you know? Just hold it.
You have invented sandbox mode. Have fun.
We're now in creative mode. Wait, what? Help?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Mixed
CC.
creative mode. Ooh.
Yo,
Oh.
bro, what was that like reeling back? The CC.
Maybe a late push block? Maybe an IB gone very, very wrong? I don't know. Well,
I just never really thought about how the like since Paprika's CC is kind of the 5C animation, like when she resets to neutral after it, she like reels back because you know she's throwing her butt back for that whole thing.
good
and,
flop to stop the 5A meaty.
Asiago throwing his flop out to stop that whole set, beating it 2-0. Yo, guess who's up next, False Guy?
Oscar.
Not quite. It rhymes with False God.
Asiago.
Yes, it is.
I knew it. I'm
We're
a
putting him on
genius.
again. It's over for you, Asiago. That'd be something else. Well, Asiago definitely is going to have a tough match ahead of him, fighting one of the most consistently top-placing players we have in this tournament, Zale, in his next round. That's going to be off-stream. Right now, we're going to have False God versus Sven on stream. Also, before we fully hop into that, so good luck, False God. Go kick some ass.
Alright. Ooh, should I try and pull an Amaron and commentate my own game?
I mean, if you want to, you're feel free.
Oh dear, I already don't have the mental capacity to play fighting games, but let's try and see what happens.
Yo, let's go. Also, if you want to help support False God, both commentate and play the game at the same time, go ahead check out our exclamation point Matcherino in the Twitch chat. Help support the players, support the whole tournament, everyone who's out here winning by using the coupon code at 25 cents to top for free.
Help. This.
That's the best.
All right,
outcome.
my
It's
turn.
like, oh god. Yo. Uh-oh. Send help, but not for me.
And
Ooh, nice. Good
Whip
punish there.
3C is... Alright. Let the blender... Oh, that was not a pot toss.
Damn. She said nom.
Over now.
Food is a slow and insidious killer. No, that's not how that quote goes.
Fight.
Overconfident.
Food is the mind killer.
I cannot believe that worked.
Yo, nice distance on that punish though, damn. Yo, we keeping the funny mix go. Yo, let's go.
Oh.
Ooh, nice Abare
okay.
from Sven.
Being the person who used that mix the most first is really interesting because, only now are people trying kind of developing counterplay to it, and it's weird because sometimes everything's all going nice and good, and then oh, oopsie.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh my god.
But everything's going nice and good, and then they do the one counterplay option, and then I realize, oh no, I can't do this without thinking anymore. I need to think, and God knows that the bane of all Paprika mains is needing to think.
Well, Spen's gonna have to think about how to get you there as you take the first round. Or the first game in that set. Very well done. Dude, that, like that 2A into, you know, some amount of 2As into cart C is scary. Because, like, you know, I can AG it if I get the right push block timing, but also...
And if you
just
don't,
keep
then I
doing
just
it,
get
like-
a chance to... Yeah.
Yeah.
You do not want Paprika anywhere close to you.
Oh
And
my
the closer,
god.
the worse.
I don't want that Ollie palette anywhere near me. Very, I mean, honestly, it's one of my favorite ones just because it looks so goofy. But, oh my god, that 5B gonna catch Spen at a goofy range.
Oh,
Ooh, up
yeah, I'm overusing my command grab a bit too much. The overhead that I do not have the mental capacity to block.
Spen said, alright, you want to do overhead? I'll show you some overheads. Oh my god, 5B going right over the trap says, what trap? Ooh, nice conversion. Dude, this is actually scaling so well, damn.
Need more power.
Ooh, CC back into the corner, get that +9. Push blocking the spike and get him right out of there, though, and getting the frame trap on Sven, closing out round 1, putting him on match point.
Yeah, even at range, Paprika is terrifying
two.
because 5B exists, 2C exists. At range, 5B still traps into 2C, and if you don't push block, then cart A frame traps from 2C, and oh my gosh, I am thinking way too hard to commentate right now.
You're saying every move in sequence as you're going through the mix, I'm just like, oh god. Ooh, nice conversion there, counter hit 2A, realizing what was happening. Dude, I love her 5A, it's just
I
like
hope that
Kagura.
did not work.
Dude, if that
tried
did work, that would have been
silly.
insane. That was an IB, nice something on the 2C though. Will get you a lot of punishes, not that one though. We're gonna go into this next thing. In the
Yeah.
5B.
5B is disgusting because you get to press it whenever you want and it turns into a hit anyway.
Let's go.
But,
Dude, your
no,
5B
good
is
games
like
from Sven
so-
there. It's
Paprika wins.
He was really trying very, very hard to bully me with Oleander's normals, which he should do. And it went well for a bit, but unfortunately Paprika's normals are somehow bigger than the Fire Emblem character.
Oh no, Paprika's a swordy, bro. Help! Help.
Oh nah. At least she doesn't have Marth's grab range. That would be a joke for the ages, wouldn't it?
That would be pretty funny. Alright, so just finished up that False God versus Sven match. Gonna mark that in challenge. Looks like next up we had Atlas versus Vixy finish up. Atlas taking it 2-0, bringing us to our next match. Is going to be a winners semis match here.
Oscar versus Black Atlas.
Let me make sure. Our Missing No and oh yeah, they're fighting right above us. Okay, just making sure they're good. All right, so that's all set up. Yo, Vixy ready to go. I'm go ahead
Welcome
and
back.
hand it off to y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Go to this next one.
Alright, so here we go. One of the best Palm mains in the world versus one of the best Hyunwoo mains in the world, and oh my gosh, that is a profile picture. Wow,
I love it.
Oh
it's
my
just
God.
perfect.
that's scary.
It's just see before you get level to it.
Yeah. Oh boy. The face that you see before death. Black Atlas needs to play Paprika now, because that is definitely the face that you should see before you get just squished.
Come, show me your power.
I just said Shelby before going sick on you. But we saw this before last week, right? It was for losers finals, if I remember correctly. Was Oscar versus Black Atlas?
Now it's
Oscar
my
won
turn.
that one, so Let's see what happens now. Okay, good escape from the corner with hurting. I'm pretty sure that was hurting B, but I don't play Palm, so let the blender begin. Oh boy. Oh man. Okay. Good catch
That's all
with
the
Digger.
pucks. Yeah, sometimes Spidey is not underneath, but Digger is really an annoyance if you wanna go for like really play stuff.
Yeah,
So people don't
Digger
usually don't.
Digger isn't always the easiest to get. Digger isn't always the easiest to use because of his high startup, but oh boy, if they
Oh, this
block,
could be
they
that.
will be blocking for a very long time.
Work.
Oh,
It's over now.
good call out on the 70.
Sorry.
And Oscar
mean to
takes
win.
round 1.
Not even going for the super. He just trusted routing and went all in. Oh, JC again.
Oh, wait, was that intentional?
Passage?
That was a crazy reset if that was.
We'll say it was. Oh,
I think that was a cross up there.
That was indeed a cross up.
Good use of Papa to make sure that Black Atlas can't run too far away.
One more use for Papa. Oh, what a hit.
We present to you here the hitbox that was featured on Hitbox. What is this hitbox?
I'm so sorry.
That was
They cover like half screen. Both Mama and Papa, they just you hit the counter, you hit the bark, and oh no, you're ready to die.
And that
Yo,
is
just
the
next.
first round for Oscar.
First game, so fast. It goes so fast.
Yeah. Yeah. This game. Well, sometimes it goes fast, and then sometimes you get a Velvet Mirror where it's just two people struggling for about 60 seconds.
I mean, unless the Bubbets hit themselves with counter hits all the time, so yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
3 Charsies, and that's we.
How about a nice
Alright.
game of paper scissors?
Come, show me your
Oh
power.
boy. Black Atlas might be
round
getting...
one. Fight.
What would it be called exactly? Home stage advantage?
Hell yeah. Usually, his stage is the waterfall. That's the one he loves, but yeah, you're back home, Hoshin.
This is Hyunwoo's stage, so... Well, for now it seems to be working out for him. Alright,
He's looking in the corner.
let's see the Oki.
Oh,
drop
Whiff
the
crashes
crash,
the Oki.
but- Yeah, whiff crashes Oki. Brilliant. What makes it so brilliant?
my-
No one expects it. Oh. Unfortunately, Oscar wiggled his way out of that one, so...
Yep. Just 2 hits with Spidey. Black Atlas going for immediate JC, but Spidey was like, oh, no, baby. We don't do that here. A bite.
Sorry,
wow.
you're not allowed to exist on Palm's screen. Oh, that was a disgusting grab.
I'm not just like, we're gonna get Papa.
Oscar's opting to go for the super off of the grab to summon Papa. And
Oh, wobbling. Oh my god. I just see a noodle being
Wow.
eaten alive here.
yeah, eaten alive by the entire dog family.
Hey, they're starving.
Hungry.
They hunger for the flesh.
Can Oscar eke out the win from this? Nope, doesn't quite look so.
It's over now.
Ah,
There we go.
uses mom to cover 7D.
We did it!
That's
Excellent
mom in the corner
setup.
is such a hard call to do. Like, okay, you wanna die or you gotta hold the mix.
Also, for some reason, Mama 1Ds just sucks you out of the corner, and that
Oh, yeah.
always trips me up, and then I die.
Get over here, young man.
Yeah, Oscar did an excellent job of covering all of Atlas's like 7D attempts there. It was really scary. And also those like, there were 2 land cancel grabs that were like, bro, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that was
Oh
excellent.
my god. Yeah, that was scary as hell.
Takes more power than I'll ever be
Yeah,
able to
absolutely.
harness.
Almost
All
as
right,
scary as
me
these
versus Asiago.
donations.
So
Yo, that, oh wait, is that up next? You versus
I
Asiago.
think
This is gonna be amazing.
unless we're
Pulse.
going to run a losers match.
No, we're going to this, but I do want to thank 2 people
Yeah,
who
have to play.
definitely aren't losers. We got Dash Knocker with the $20 commenting, no Amaron? Where does the pot power up go to now? Well, I guess we'll find out in a bit. And we're also going to thank Baker Bum for the $30 direct contribution, bringing the pot up to 62.15. TFH community always the one showing up, bringing the bags to encourage these gamers to game even better than they could otherwise. Very much appreciate from y'all, and thanks to everyone for watching. And if you want to help support just a little bit on your own, go ahead and check out the exclamation point match Reno. Thank you, Lexi, for the layup in Twitch chat. So we go into this next match, False God versus Asiago. False, are you commentating this one, or are you not?
No, I think I'm going to call it quits for this one. One game of commentating and playing at the same time already fried my brain. So
All right.
Best
of luck in this one. Let's get it.
Good luck to Asiago.
Switch during a match. False God Asiago.
Ready?
All right.
Fight.
Paprika on Paprika. Action, we got the grab. Nice conversion there. Getting the mix started off the hard knockdown cross up short hop JC. Not going to work on False God. Put the reset there is. Unfortunately, he was kept in block the entire time, so not going to get too much off of the 2A. But damn, that early cancel of the JC slightly delayed it so that the last hit didn't hit, and he just got immediately got the chance to go into 2A. Very clean stuff from Asiago there. Nice little fencing on the 5Bs. We got some real hashtag footsies out here. Any footers in chat? Any fans of feet? Footsies in chat? Oh my gosh, Asiago, a fan of these combos right now. Great confirm into the corner. One more mix is going to take it, or the chip from that is going to work out too. A little bit hard to IB this, very hard to IB the first hit. Obviously, you just have to preempt that coming. But then the second hit, pretty tricky to time, given how slow it is after the first one. Ooh, nice command grabbing out of the pot block string. Oh, and unfortunately, Asiago did up back there, so he was able to get both hits of the pot out of the way before False God was able to complete his mix. Very well done from Asiago. Ooh, but mashing in 5A. Yo, we just playing fighting games out here? Let's go, gamers. Nice. God, I love this set. This is great. Pure footsies. Let's go. 2C. Doesn't have the charge to beat it, though. Tries to get out with an A button, but unfortunately, A also stands for eat. That's how you spell it. Don't ask me why. Just ask how these two Paprikas are giving us such a show right now. False God and Mr. Asiago 1-1. Bring us to the end of the first game here. False God does have significantly more meter, but I mean, this is a game of violence when you even just have one, so this next hit could just be all it takes. A swing, tied in their favor. False God gonna get a basket mix off of this. Gonna go for a hard knockdown. Yep, hard knockdown. 5-8 ways some mix, but if you do it too slow, it's gonna be able to walk away just like that. Now you got all these fruit over you. Now you're unable to press A buttons, and that's kind of scary. All right. Fruit has no hitbox because he had to block that. Ooh, CC, get off me again. All right, push block, just keeping it nice and safe. Yeah, it's going to be a bit hard for False God to poke out with a light button when he has all those apples below him. Nice Max JD Ender off of Asiago, getting that full level 1 damage. Although giving False God quite a lot of meter in the process. CC keeping him in the corner. Oh, and then he didn't quite realize where he was, getting mixed up by his own tech out. Could this be it? Not quite. He's going to get a hard knockdown off this super. Ooh, nice. Gets the OS on the level 1 wake up. Oh, but the 5B after the push block is going to get him out of that situation. Counter hit card A. Could this be what he needs to take it? Ooh, left, right. Nice push block. What? I think because he pushed the fruit the other way, he was push block towards him or something. I don't know, but the 2B is going to get caught out by the cinnamon roll. False God winning it by the skin of his teeth. Excellent play from both players, though. This is quite the match here. Yo, they're balling. No, dude. No, dude. Yep. Definitely saw some good plays and a couple of misplays on both sides, but both of them putting an overall great game plan for us up on the screen today. We'll see if False God can close that over Asiago. Take it back in his favor. Yo, thankfully, we might be on Palm Night stage the most snooze stage on the game, but we do have some of the most exciting characters in the game going against each other. They just dashing right into each other. The paprika ritual of touch or whatever the hell they have going on up there. Ooh, nice smash out, calling out the fake reset. Ooh, you can flop that? Alright, and then Smoochu, keep the pressure going. It's like Street Fighter V, you finish the combo, then you grab them. That's when they least expect it. Ooh, nice block on that, and the part B is gonna be unsafe on block. Finishing out with flop, Asiago taking a quick round 1.
Round 2.
Round 2.
Fight.
Alright, alright. Let's see what we got. Alright, alright. Just keeping it nice and safe. Just push blocking whenever you get into a block string, resetting us back to neutral. Just trying to keep your own advantage going. You have to be really careful if you get those whiffs like that after getting push blocked. Fruit gonna keep the pressure going. Ooh, tried to no cancel after that 6C. Unfortunately, did not have the frame data to do so. Asiago taking advantage of that with a 5B to a full conversion here. Look at that damage. Absolutely devastating. Ooh, but the 5B isn't perfect. You can jump over it after all. Ooh, shit. That's nice. Alright, CC, relieving the pressure. Asiago still very much at advantage here, but it's just going to keep charging, keep the threat going so that anytime he gets a single poke, he can get a full conversion just like that, taking game 2 versus False God. Very good job just waiting for him to overextend and just doing what he can. Make him put himself a bit too far out there and be like, hey, you fucked up, man. I'm coming for you. There's going to be a double tie game 3 last round. Lexi, if that comes true, I will actually drop like $50 in the pot. Like, if that somehow happens, if they get a double KO in the last round, just sheesh.
Double super, double KO.
Double super, double level 1 into each other.
Yes.
That's the best way to have it happen.
Or double to let's see, that'll be super funny.
God. Drop $50 in your pocket instead? I don't want that one, gamer. Unless you're Paprika, or one of these 2 wonderful Paprikas on stream today, giving us an excellent show. I don't know if I can do that. Ooh, nice grab.
Oh, there we go.
Oh gosh.
No, we're pretty crazy.
I really like how we're going between like them just doing, you know, careful footsies, just 5B. Let's see, it's trying to fish out one hit or another, and then just going to funny, you know, counter hit till C resets, something like that. You know, both spectrums of the PAP gameplay.
I mean, I think Paprika mates can only keep doing karate pressure so much. They gotta release it sometimes, you know? Just let it go. I gotta tell you, I gotta do
Gotta do it. I'm itching, man. I haven't tele-seeded in weeks. Ooh,
Help me
very
after
nice.
they go 5 seconds without releasing. Just true heroes.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright. Nice and conservative.
Oh!
Nice jump in.
Little trigger and that to see. The guys are they're gonna be hard enough, no right? Yeah. Tail wants to keep his mirror for next round.
Ooh, nice.
Another one.
Don't see me in the corner again, Asiago. No.
Just a sexy. Oh,
The bait. That was excellent.
oh, that kind of makes range 5e, right?
Yeah, I really like how you established that precedent there by like walking up. I'm gonna walk up 5B. I'm gonna walk up 5B, and I'm gonna walk up 5. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not 5B. I'm walking away. And you're getting punished. Very nice conditioning.
I just find it funny that Asiel has a lead, we go to our left side. Fellow has a lead, we go to the right side. And coast to coast. Oh, forget.
Oh, he has those OSs timed out.
And beautiful.
Got you, Maida.
Final round. Fight.
We're going to match point. Who's gonna take it? Who will it be? Which pack do you like, Fickle? I think this is a run back from last week too. Yo. Is it the same spot? No, this was the loser's match if I remember correctly. So for reset, basket first. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, sadly, some magical decay. Cannot do much with it. Still trying to play. Just pushing the 5Vs away. Also right now, trying to fish for a nice punish, but finally gets a hit. This one's gonna hurt. We have mirror to play with. Oh, we're gonna spend it, right?
Oh, that was
Loading.
beautiful.
Oh, killed it, right? Yeah.
And a perfect KO from Falscon to finish out that
That was
outstanding set versus
perfect.
Asiago. You know, despite that being a perfect, that was one of the definitely the closest set we've seen tonight, and the closest that I've seen in a hot minute. That was very well done from both players.
Totally. They play super well.
Damn, we are not allowed to make mistakes. Indeed,
Not
it's
at
a
all.
very punishing matchup from both ends. Whether you're the Paprika or the Paprika, believe it or not. All right, let's see what we got up next. Excellent stuff from both of y'all. Yo, Zale versus Pegaphone. Pegaphone. Do you actually want to do your match versus Foxy on stream?
I can do it. It's okay.
Yo, let's go. I'll just mark that one in the bracket real quick, and then we'll be set for the rest of the tournament. So Asiago versus Falsca just happened. That was 2-1 in False's favor. And we're gonna let people chill in winners for a sec as we go to some losers matches.
Every time we get to the
I have
Yo.
returned.
Hello.
What up?
I think my heart's gonna pop like a water balloon. Give me a moment.
That was a great match. Very fun to watch.
Yeah,
Stress.
that's amazing.
I mentioned this to Asiago, but we're both so good that nobody gets to make mistakes anymore. And if you do, the other person's gonna kill you for it.
You're either gambling or you're dying to gamble.
It's not even gambling. We're both playing essentially Street Fighter footsies, and if anyone tries to get a little bit too into it, then the other person drops the hammer on them.
Y'all were actually like Street Fighter footsing it up. It was very nice.
Hey, that's how See, this is what happens when paprikas don't have the advantage of larger buttons. They have to be smart, and playing smart is not natural to us.
Doesn't come as easy.
Where's this Foxy person?
Oh, Foxy!
We are looking for...
Oh wait, Foxy's not in here. Dog. Oh no.
I'll ping him quickly, I guess.
Yeah, sure. And we can also just chill until Zale versus Pegapone is done, and then just do that stuff. Did you just call it a ditto, Lexi? SMH. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Smash players in my Twitch chat.
More likely than you think.
Smash players
More likely,
aren't
I
real
think.
fighting game players. No, they are just different games.
Hello.
So what obsession?
What's good, fam? How y'all doing?
I'm doing alright.
Atlas, how you doing?
Great, great. Did you guys enjoy that gift I got you?
It was beautiful.
If did I miss something?
My avatar on Steam.
Yeah, can
Oh,
you guys
that.
see?
Oh yeah, that was terrifying. Please.
That was great.
Please.
Ooh, alright,
That-
Foxy's here, so we're good to go with that.
All right.
I get
Oh,
the
did you
line.
think Atlas was Foxy?
No. Wait, did I? Did I?
I'm not gonna even attempt.
I mean,
guys
Foxy
got
is
that.
going by some, like, another one of the Foxy aliases, you know, where it's just like, this could be anyone.
Every week,
true, there could be anyone.
Foxy has a new name.
See,
Semis-
every established player should have two
Orders.
aliases: their real alias and the meme alias.
See, my meme alias is chocolate rain, because some stay dry while others feel the pain.
I noticed I have played your Tianhua before.
Yeah, I try. I mean,
I
apparently
know-
not against.
I know you try.
apparently not
noticed.
against Oscar.
And it hurts.
That man blew me up. Damn.
All right.
Afraid you'll get
So,
dirty?
Round
Arizona versus Velvet, the first two characters in TFH. Oh, that was a dirty round start. Okay.
All right. Nice matchup from Vixy, though. Going to take advantage of that. Ooh, nice spacing from Foxy. Great awareness. Ooh, maybe a bit ambitious on that. Very hard to tell when those icicles are going to launch, because those ground icicles look more or less the same as each other, except for a slight difference in angle
It's
and
just an animation speed, right?
form. Yeah, like how quick they build themselves. But if you're like paying that much attention, you need to maybe chill on
If
the
you're paying that
Adderall or
much
something.
attention, you aren't focusing on the Shatter C that is definitely about to hit you in the face.
Ooh, nice. Foxy keeping up the pressure with that.
Good zoning from Vixy.
Ooh,
That was
using the
good back
rushes.
dash
Foxy
Foxy
wanted to go.
Vixy, and that should take the round.
Very nice, very nice.
I hold you accountable for any damage done to my flute.
Offensive.
Round 2.
Let's go.
Fight.
All right, both of them taking pretty defensive round start. Foxy needing a little more space here, backing Vixy into the corner. No conversion on that, but is getting a nice little.
Oh, good call out on the 4D.
Sheesh. Love to see those 4Ds from Arizona. And dude, those dash in 5Cs are just like my favorite footsie tool from Ari. Oh no! That 6B was like invisible too, because
6B terror.
that like velvet ice on the push block really makes it hard to see. Oh god!
Nice trade.
That trade did so much damage.
Sorry, you got hit by the people's elbow, and that means that you die.
The people
This is
have
not
decided.
negotiable. Oh, good 2-2D. Oh, wow, that was nasty.
Well, doing a level 1 to clean up didn't quite have to go that far, but the 2-2D, excellent call from Foxy.
Final round.
Closing out round 2, bring us up 1-1. Vixy does have the meter advantage here, but that isn't quite as scary as Arizona having a similar amount of meter, so we'll see how this plays out here. Nice JP counter hit. Really like how Foxy's structuring their pressure now. Oh, bro!
Well, I swear, Shadow C somehow hits everywhere.
Sussy.
We have Foxy Frozen being pelted by ice, which actually describes my last snowball fight pretty well. I guess Velvet is the snowball fight character, isn't she? And the cow vortex begins.
Oh
Overhead.
no. 6B.
Oh, no.
Everyone take a
Oh.
shot.
DP.
Ooh, good job. But Foxy's gonna tech
good
it and
call
get
out with
the
4D again.
rope on the up back. Oh no.
Oh, another 6B. Oh, this might be it.
This could be it. We'll see if Foxy can close it out. These can be. Oh, yo, Foxy going for some loops right now.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
drop.
get the ending there. It's a little bit weird depending on where you get the max CD there. Unfortunately, that's gonna spell the end for Foxy. Vixy closing it out just as soon as you give her a gap. That's it.
Close.
Oh yeah, let me mash out my safe DP real quick.
You're telling me I have another chance? Bet. Let's go.
So
After a neck
it's
and neck
Vixy
set.
1, Foxy
Oh,
0, right?
Indeed.
Okay.
We haven't quite gotten too far in bracket on the loser side, so we're still on the best of 3, first of 2s. Keeping it nice and short.
Right.
Sorry for the
Wonder
squeaking if y'all hear
I
that.
wonder if Foxy's going to switch. He plays basically everyone, so.
Let
Nope,
us
nope.
break the ice.
Still Arizona
I
versus
reckon
Velvet.
you're in for a
The
wreck.
first two
Round
characters
one.
of them's fighting herds.
Fight.
Take off.
The ultimate round start. Dash up block.
Back off.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Good call out on the stagger pressure from Foxy.
Oh, yo, the Jubei 2Vs, let's go. Love to see it.
That's a drop from Vixy, but it seems to be working out okay for her. Oh,
Ooh. Oh, and that DP's gonna hurt.
When in
Evil with
doubt,
no
DP.
conversion. What are you gonna do? Block it? Ooh. Baiting the push block there. Vixy doing the
oh,
EC
missed
push
the
block
2D.
OS. Not gonna work out. Yo, the mix.
Good
Ooh,
DP
trying to do a
from
no
Vixy.
cancel on the 5C. A bit risky there because that's a pretty big
This
gap.
has the potential to be it.
There you go.
And it is. Vixy closes it out.
You may have my autograph now.
Yo, Maida,
Yeah.
you're on stream. Can you believe it?
Round
Drag
2.
around their dead body for a bit,
Fight.
just for the message.
Dude, that's my favorite thing. One of my favorite things about TFH is the ability to, like, you know, those 3 seconds after the round ends where you can just do whatever.
Including combo your opponent and give them meter if they were in the air.
It really adds to the BM factor.
Oh yeah. And some characters even get to be productive with it. Oleander gets to read with full magic to get super for next round, and well, we've already gone over Paprika throwing a gift round end and jumping to eat it.
Ooh, that was a sick ender. Love to see it.
Oh, another 6B.
Over now.
I am not 100% on this, but I feel like half the time Foxy is responding to these push blocks with a 6B, which
Final round.
might seem like a bit of a headstrong thing to do at first, but keep in mind that, like, you can't see Foxy when you push block as Velvet, so what are you gonna do? Block it? Nah.
Can't see anything when you push block as Velvet.
Especially because I think I think Foxy's doing it in a way where you're, like, the absolute guard would be over by the time the 6B hit. Ooh,
6B
nice.
is an anti-push block tool that's completely safe to use, confirmed.
Oh no. And it's plus, let's make it plus on block. Just round it all out.
Not quite a kill, but Foxy has quite a ways to go.
Over now.
Yeah.
I broke
Here.
you without breaking.
I got a gun. What are you
That
gonna
was
do about it?
perfect.
It's got to see some nice plays from Foxy. Unfortunately for Foxy, Vixy is going to pull ahead at the end of the day, taking it 2-0 in this loser's set here. Is Zale playing? I mean, I don't know what happened. So Zale, someone who's bro.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Echo.
Where am I hearing this echo from? Like, I'm legit. The stream is off on my browser. Is there like an embed or something?
Hello. Hello.
Wait a sec.
Is this me? I really hope this isn't me.
Are you having like an existential crisis?
I'm always having an existential crisis. I'm a Paprika main. We don't think until we have to, and then suddenly our heads all explode simultaneously.
And when you have to think it's just over, you're dead.
Yeah.
Vamos.
Alright. We got Black Atlas versus Pegapone. How do you actually pronounce that? Pegapone?
Pegapone.
I go wake pick up on too.
Alright. Dude, I'm trying to think 3 things
I
at once.
hope
Yo,
you have been
Pegapone.
keeping up with your
Let's go.
training.
Got Arizona. Oh, that's you, Vixy. You're echoing just a little bit on your
Fight.
like so we'll
Okay,
just hear,
okay,
like,
I'm
the
not losing
intros
my
and
mind
everything.
then.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
Or at
what?
least we aren't losing our minds together.
All right, so we got losers semis, TFH, PAG, BLACK, ATLAS on the Tianhuo versus Pegapone.
Yes, the ultimate Tianhuo mix. Fly and hold up forward.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
it works because you anti-air or you get left-right 50-50.
What are you gonna do? Block it? No.
Ooh,
All right,
good dead bug from Pegapone.
Now it's my
Pegapone.
turn.
Dude, that's so fun to say. Pegapone.
Actually, you're not allowed to have pressure because I have magic.
Oh no.
Which one did you mean, the 70 or the dead bug?
Yes.
That's actually a very good question.
KO.
Pressure isn't real. Return to
With
neutral.
every lesson comes understanding.
Round 2.
I'm still a queen or about right now?
Fight.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Gaming.
Ooh, good tech on the grab there.
Take off.
Be really patient, just testing the waters and not the singles. I mean,
Well done.
you could call this neutral. Maybe that'd be a little bit of an advantage because Atlas is getting the corner carry, but oh, the side
Jump
switch.
over air grab. Wow, that worked. That was the most confusing thing I've ever seen, and it worked like a charm.
That's gonna hidden tech. You just short hop grab, and people
It's a
just thought,
thing.
oh, I got a tech.
Oh, good bait on the dead buck, but no punish on it.
In the corner. What? Just get hit with the UB.
Super jump
Yeah.
JB to get out of Black Atlas's flight Oki.
Those are the stupid normals.
Oh, nice
Oh.
air grab from Black Atlas, but a bit of a drop there.
Air, the ground, air, your shoes. Pick your poison. Oh, the flip.
Oh.
It is the flip.
Opened up by the flip, and I think we're about to see some steak in a moment.
Indeed. Yep. Oh, we're serving tacos tonight. I
You're
want
not a
some.
warrior yet.
Yeah.
You have much to learn.
Tianhuo does no damage until she activates install and deep fries you.
You always see the pause there. I don't know. There was a dramatic pause with every counter, cross counter. Time stops. You cannot react to that. You keep whiffing your button, whatever it is, and then, pa, you get hit. Slap out of it.
Give him the hand.
The hand.
That doesn't make any sense at all. None of these characters have hands.
Maybe like, do you mean like the stand called the hand from Diamond is Unbreakable, JoJo Part 5? Oh, no, that's Part 4. Oops. I forgot the 2 seasons of
Yeah.
Part 3.
This is what cross canters do now. They summon the hand from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure
I
Part
hope you
4
have
to
been
just
keeping up
slap
with
their
your
opponent
training.
across the screen.
This is why level 3 will take it so long. They're actually a crossover with this new yo-yo, the Super one, so it's gonna be released.
You are completely correct. This is absolutely true.
And oh, pick up on we're playing now. Holy, what a nice lead. Oh, there's stump. You're
No
you're gonna
block from
up
Black Atlas on the... Oh,
back.
nice dodge
Slide-
from Black Atlas on the dead buck.
Slide smack in the head with the JA. What? Finally get the JC. Alright, into a corner. Shows the beautiful Black Atlas. Black Atlas okay. Can he finish
Let's
it?
see the... Ooh, that was... Up! And there's the counter from Dragon. Probably one of the hardest things to stop in the game if you meet it. Good grab. And doesn't block the short hop JC.
Mess with the cow, you get the horns.
Mess with the cow, you get the horns. I
Round
should not try accents.
fight.
Oh,
Not that
good
hard.
6A.
Nuh-uh.
Just respecting themselves a lot. Pepe, I just see them just jumping the other side of the stage, just having a great time.
Both of these characters inspire a lot of respect in their opponents. Mostly because, well, you play the game I want to play, otherwise you die. So, now we have two of these characters and no one quite knows what to do. That's a lie. They both know what they're doing. They're just playing safe and waiting for the other person to make a mistake.
Staggering that 5e just a little bit to get the hit. That was nice. Oh, we're gonna have flip.
Good catch on the landing with the overhead.
Coast to coast. We're gonna see level 2 now. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Extension.
is this going to be enough? Is it?
Oh,
I don't
nah.
think so.
One more
Let's see if
chance.
I can pull it up. Ooh, magic dash out of the corner.
Y'all in for a
Oh no!
rodeo.
That was
That's a
dirty
classic.
super. Let's see if... Oh, what
Nice
on earth
switch.
was that? That was the wackiest
Do
side
not let
switch I've
defeat
ever
be the
seen.
end.
That's some TFH shenanigans if I ever seen one.
Final round.
That felt like it was the last round. That was just barely the second one.
Yeah, that's barely. Right. Cautious neutral
Oh.
time. Oh, lift grab into IAD JB punish. Good one from Black Atlas.
GB's always there to hit. Like, you think you're out with the right spacing, you're still safe to whiff a button or anything? No, you get hit. So, I don't know, it's so hard to gauge sometimes how far that instant air that JB goes.
Unfortunately, Pegapone overcommitted with the 6A a little bit there and got hit by the IAD JB. Oh, that's a grab. What's the mix?
To call out the 7D. Oh, tries to go for an air to air, but oh, that's gonna hurt a lot. Not enough to get a level 2, but still, we're still in control here from Black Atlas. Oh, tries to go for an Nikki cross up.
Oh, and I think that's the game.
5B to start it all. The beginning of the end. Flex on them. Oh.
Like a moth to the flame.
That's it.
Good play from Pegapone, but unfortunately Tianhuo with the flight can, well, be safer than most dealing with all 3 of your frame 1 reversals.
Yeah. Dude, it's just like, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with you.
Alright, so, wait, who's
Time
up
to play
next?
now.
Me or you?
I think it's me.
I believe up next we're gonna finish our next losers match. So we're gonna have Vixy versus person Vixy's fighting
Asiago?
with his
Asiago.
Asiago. Let's go,
Mr. Cheese.
Mr.
Alright,
Cheese.
I'll be right back.
And good luck, have fun, gamer.
Good luck. Good luck to Asiago too. Let's see some epic, I assume Velvet versus Paprika, but who knows? Things can happen.
Mr. Asiago up on the stage today.
What accent is that? And should I try to replicate it?
Not you.
No.
You get to be defeated by me.
Alright,
Ready?
right. So, round start. Classic up back against Paprika, who can't do anything about it. Well, she can, but it's up back round start tends to be a pretty safe option. Just most characters don't really have a low that hits at round start distance, and during pre-jump you are still blocking after holding up back. So, oh,
Yeah.
good grab tech.
Definitely still have to
Random
be sure
DPs in
you're
neutral.
Yo,
Good push
random
block
DPs
from
might not
Asiago.
get punished.
This
but
is the
push
opening.
block-
Let's see what happens now. Oh, good up back out by Vixy.
Oh my god, bro, what side did that hit? I mean, that was a counter hit either way, but like, where was that?
Who knows? This is Paprika. It's basically unblockable.
Ooh,
Oh, that one.
nice snowflake coverage from
Hey,
Vixy.
setup pays off. Setup pays off.
Mr.
Round two.
Asiago here.
Fight.
Ooh, nice catching the backdash with the cart A round start. Vixy trying to backdash again, but Asiago's like, you know what? If you want to put yourself in the corner, be my guest. Oh, but the tech out and the CC back in. Oh, and the cross up.
Oh, that's a
Sick.
disgusting cross up.
Ooh. Little microcosm of TFH in that whole exchange right there. Very well done from Vixy. A nice conversion. Look at all that distance and zoning.
Fortunately,
gained off
Asiago.
there.
Now Asiago, freshly being removed from the meat locker, can begin to advance slowly and painfully towards that. Basically, how do I describe Velvet?
Oh dear.
Oh, that was a good frame trap off the super. Cart C delayed it just enough that, well, you can't really be sure what.
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah, I
think
really
this
like the
should be it if
pause again.
Asiago doesn't drop.
There you go. You know, sometimes at the end, I believe it's like the 2B or something at the end, like, will make it drop half the time. Because I know Asiago was having a conversation about this the other day. I forget exactly what point it was, though, but either way, got the safe version and got things cleaned up. Whoa!
Oh, wow, that was a bold move by Vixy, where mashing on Paprika when she's plus, that has killed many a fool in the past. But hey, if it works, then it's not stupid.
Oh, nice.
That's a lie. Just because something works doesn't mean it's not stupid, but it does mean that it worked.
Alright, CC get off.
Asiago
lane.
gets in, only to get slapped in the face by CC.
And that's CC getting Vixy a lot of just chip on block, all of this pressure going. So Asiago trying to start his pressure. Good stuff from Vixy, taking advantage of that. Asiago does have a level 2 available here, so might be able to turn the tide with that. But ooh, that JC, very scary. It's a long way to go.
There's the
DP, get her out.
DP. That's not an overhead. If that was an overhead, then Velvet would get mix, and that is not acceptable.
Telling me you want Velvet to have mix out here? In my town?
No. Deers with mix in my Christian fighting game? Unacceptable.
My Christian fighting game? The sacred paprika order.
That's basically the hive mind. By
They
the
all
way,
pray
if
to the
any of
same
you want to
god,
be
and it's
initiated
paprika.
in the paprika hive mind, you just need to bring us, like, I don't know. How about 5 hearts of your enemies? Except not real
5
hearts. It has to be
doubloons.
a 1-for-1 scale chocolate model, so that we can eat it.
Ah, yeah. 'Cause, I mean, what's the point of a real heart? You can't even eat that, bro. Like, it's a waste.
True.
I'm sure Mr. Asiago over here will be able to find a way to all of our hearts with this
There will be
comeback.
no snuggles here.
Got the rainy alpaca season this time around.
Ready? Fight.
Fun fact, the sadder the environment, the more powerful we paprika mains become.
Does it make sense considering Paprika is the most powerful alpaca of them all on the alpaca islands?
Good push blocks from Asiago here, getting Vixy to open herself up. Oh! Good call out on the DP, but no punish.
Yeah, it seems like Asiago's really trying to like play around grabs and stuff and just not get hit by these DPs, but in doing so, it's I mean, Vixy just really using these DPs for
dirty
great
backdash.
effect on this pressure.
DP is a really hard tool to counterplay as, well, as any character really. And safe DP is kinda yucky, but hey, she needs it. She's a zoner. She should have a DP, right?
It's over now.
Yeah, get off me, get him out of here.
You were beaten by
Vixy
Javamorris.
closing out round game
Round
round
2.
1 of game 2
Fight.
with the 2A, very nice. Calling it the Tully B.
Asiago
Vixy.
slowly and painfully dash blocking his way in.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
that was a big counter hit. Oh, blue beat. And that is why you do not want to match on Paprika when she has plus frames. Oh, well, welcome to the corner with a fruit under you. Better known as Paprika's playground. You are most likely dead. Oh, Vixy managed to squirm her way out. And
It's over now.
death. This is the
Death.
Paprika way. Yeah. There's another example of eating gifts after the round to get a meter bonus. But speaking of meter, Vixy has the meter advantage here, but, well, he's playing Velvet, so I'm pretty sure Asiago is going to have a full bar pretty soon.
Yeah, Velvet definitely bound to just win the meter economy by default.
Another
with how good
DP,
her meter
and
is. Ooh, nice.
drop on the combo there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Asiago just having to hold this while frozen can't really do too much, because even if half the attacks you do land, you still won't recover in time to be able to take advantage of it by the time they recover from getting hit. You have to be really careful.
Remember, CC becomes minus on hit, so if you CC while you're frozen, you will die.
Ooh, nice IBs. Keeping some of the triple there.
Nice IVs. Oh, nice call out with the super. Let's see how far Asiago can take this. That's a hit, and Vixy has lost more than half of her remaining health, but unfortunately random Shatter C in neutral does work sometimes.
Well done, well done.
Not worth the effort.
And dragging around Ziago's poor corpse a bit for fun. After round shenanigans are fun.
Yeah, we just chilling out here. Chilling like the deer, the ice deer.
That's fun. Alright, so me and Oscar,
Hello.
right?
Indeed.
Welcome back,
Sending
Vixy.
you up on stream, gamer.
Good
Alright,
luck.
here we go.
Let's go.
Alright, we got False God versus Oscar Glez 93. The one and only.
Just let me say real quick, Thiago, our game's always so cool. You're just amazing. Good play. Well played.
And hopefully we'll see another well-played game here. We got Palm versus
What?
Paprika, Oscar versus False in a 1-5 first of the tournament, since we're in a final set here.
More well played games? I cannot believe it.
Impossible. In my
It was
tournament?
you, no?
Yo,
Yo!
False? False is the counter pick? Alright, let's
love
go
this.
False.
And don't call me
Oh, no.
Alright,
Round 1.
Can
Daily
Oscar
reminder.
handle the 60?
you can bet channel points if you think False is going to win this with Oleander, or if you think Oscar is going to conquer this Oleander and take it home today. Let us know with those fences in chat. Show us what's up.
Look, I believe in the faults, but I gotta support the homie, right? You know?
I hate it.
That
Ooh,
man
nice
has been
boost.
doing some work. I mean, if you're already having a stroke in TFH, and you're doing a good job with your
Hell yeah. Yeah, you have to look after the set and be like, alright, did I earn it? Did I earn the true trophy? My
You got
sense
the
of
medal.
pride and accomplishment, is it there? Ooh, nice.
That
Good
should be a
double
roll.
real.
Like,
Bounce.
ooh, going for the low.
Good telebeat getting out of the corner there. Gonna be very important against Palm. Those 2Bs still menace as an anti-air. But that 5A after the IB, excellent play from False, and then closing it out with a meaty
Logical outcome,
5B.
really. Round
Uh,
2.
And
Fight.
Oscar just looking really strong for now. Oh, we're going for just a read. No, not reading. Good road. Oh, no mark for ya. Free traps, Oscar. No.
Oh, another fix my follower thing. But yeah, appreciate it, Hero Brony in the chat. This is very excited for the home console releases that have been rumored for TFH. I mean, if TFH comes out on a bunch of consoles, that would be pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
We go crazy.
Go nuts.
Also, Oscar going crazy over here. Has Digby got called Bitey? Yeah. Gotta hold the corner. Oh, the classic. Yeah, he's into Bitey. Not everyone is ready for that.
Ooh, nice OTG.
I am no weak.
Yeah, Bark is actually one of those few moves where after you, even on Max JD, if you don't tech it, they can still OTG there as opposed to a lot of other moves on OTG.
Oh,
Ooh, nice. Trade there still around Oscar's favor.
Oh,
When
the
the 2 gonna close it
anti-air.
out. Great patience from Oscar, just waiting for False God to jump in, taking advantage of it.
give me back my Peter. Give me back my Peter.
Give him.
Final round.
Where is it?
I spent to just to get the control of the neutral. Oh, okay. But for the AC, good catch on the way down.
Alright, this corner carry is going to be pretty huge. And look at that, False God almost has Fred. Do you know how False God plays Fred? I've never seen his Fred before. I don't think.
To be honest, I
Whoa.
don't know. I haven't seen the Fred either. Maybe the F in Falls God stands for Fred after all, but you never know.
Fred God. Oh, that was
Fred.
gross. Great cross-up mix from Oscar there. False making some space.
Oh, watch
You have
out.
to look out for
Mama
these mamas. Fireballs. Ooh, 5B working out as an
5B.
anti-air there. Interestingly enough. I don't think
Is
it's gonna kill
5A?
because the mama extension here is kind of sus.
Oh,
He's gonna
Papa
be able to get a Papa here, and this pressure is
Oh.
killer.
I'm surprised the Falls God pressed 5A and survived that. Managed to block in time.
I'm sorry. Didn't
Orc.
mean to win.
Borg.
Home wins.
You know any Borgers
Yeah,
in
maybe.
chat?
Any Borgers? Or the Orf?
Orf?
We got
Yo, I do
Orfish?
have an Orf emote.
Oh, let's go
Javamorris.
Orf.
There it is. Let's go, Orf. Orf. Sometimes I forget I have emotes, not gonna lie. Yeah. Or
Dude, emotes are so funny. I love mine. Just legendary Switch player. Come on, man. I have the good Wi-Fi.
come on. I'm right
I wanna
next
play
to the
the GameCube
router.
controller.
Right next to it.
Literally on top of it.
My microwave isn't even on this time. Come on.
Of course.
Oh my
I make
gosh.
sure my parents are not using Netflix.
Oh god. That one's actually like, I've definitely seen a few people with that kind of thing where they'll send me a test and be like fine, and then 5 minutes later their parents will start using Netflix and they will actually just be teleported to Mars with their connection. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, please.
Sometimes
Yeah.
bandwidth doesn't get that much. Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
nice. Ooh. Bro, if he got that last, oh my gosh. If he managed to get that last connection there, I would have kind of popped off even harder. That was a sexy combo. Oh my gosh.
This card, could you put a little bit more? And I see him up backing a lot. Just every time Falco tries to approach, maybe he's just giving away a little bit of chances to go for his 2Vs. But okay, in the end it works. You're in the corner, have a control. Come over here, give me a hug.
Oh my god, Vixy, you have a GIF emote? This is awesome.
Yeah, you have one too. You should.
Do I? Damn, I gotta take advantage of that.
Dude, do it.
What's your... You know, I think the best one would be like Oleander Trap just doing the like animation that I just putting a bunch of
That would
those
be
in
nice.
chat. That'd be great. Ooh,
I
nice.
thought
Just
this
like
corner, it was just velvet down.
powerful. Ooh, nice corner carry on that. Gonna get the summon too. Catching the 6A, but getting the dog activation backwards twice. Maybe a miss input or something there. Either way, False God taking full advantage of that. Nice combo. Getting that pressure started. Look at that frame trap on the bark.
Your soup doing this work. Not work for ya. Quick screen to the air. Oh, two gushers. Yep, that's it. Not anymore. Totally. Oh, no conversion though. That was big. That was huge. We missed it. Okay, maybe we're gonna see the Fred. False God. Please suspend the meter if you're not gonna use Fred. Just use it. It's free. You got it. You can with your Xbox, please. Oh.
Ooh, nice conversion.
Ooh,
And
we
screen
gotta
hard
go for
knockdown.
combos?
Ooh, biting. Ooh, and that counter hit is gonna make this a lot easier to finish out, even without a level 1 Oscar taking the next round.
I'm so sorry.
And that grabs a bite is always so nasty. Like, it's like, oh, I got it over. No, actually, it's a low. It's like Testament's dust into a side. Yeah, that's another hit. Comes out from the ground. But for gaming,
Go for
oh,
it,
we got
Tommy.
Puppet. Oh, from theater today. Go away, mama.
Dang, I love seeing stuff on the screen. I'm really seeing this stuff. Oh my gosh. False God not seeing that Mama counter activate though, but either way, Fred's still staying out in time just enough to get him one more exchange going. Nice block, Jesus Christ.
No 6A though.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, one break!
Oh,
the,
the
I
puppy
saw the
RNG.
doggy.
Oh
The dog
no.
is the president.
Ooh, nice.
And False could get it. No, this is way too much of a deal. Oh, this rough. Jump for the counter.
Alright.
Would be big if Oscar managed to get the right hit. Oh, baby!
Counter JC is definitely a good starter for Palm there. A little bit extension with Mama, keeping it safe at the end. Soft knockdown, but both dogs right on top of you.
Drop to the G!
Oh my
My
gosh.
cause is righteous.
Who
Do
needs
not
like
an
a
get in my
mace
way.
anti-air that can be not hit by dogs? We can just DP the whole kit and caboodle. Get it all out of my face. All out of here.
That was an anti-air, that was an anti-dog. Oh, I mean, False God just wait for it. I mean, it's still a D after all to the dog. Makes you think sometimes.
What if I DP? Wouldn't that be like
never see it coming.
crazy? Like flushed emoji?
Fire nice. Ooh. That's clutch. I mean, everything can be an anti-air versus JC if you're brave enough.
Yeah, I like to see how False's He's really settling into this more defensive, like, kind of give Oscar the space he needs to mess himself up kind of play style here, and that's really working in his favor. Because, I mean, when Oscar's, like, in your face and doing his thing, it's just like, good luck, have fun at that point. But if you can get your offense started, you know, get whatever string you have going and get Oscar and, like, you know, try to mash out, do something like this or that, you can really just keep racking up those counter hits, those stray pokes. Ooh, nice high-low. I really like how Oscar's been using 5A this tournament.
Yeah, he's been using it a little bit more recently. Like last month, I've been seeing him go for it more after JCs or JBs, and it's pretty hard to deal with it. It's like, it's a bit kind of like JC cancel with Arizona that goes into 2A or 2B.
Yeah.
Hard to see, quite fast.
It's over now.
Oh wow, fist to the gut.
That was visceral. Punch right in the
Logical
face.
outcome, really.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
I was looking some good stuff.
Round 2. Fight.
oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Love to see it. Ooh, nice conversion on that fireball too. Excellent stuff from False God. Bringing him all the way to the corner. Double read.
Oh, the other one. Slide in, slide out. Okay,
Oh.
finally we get the roll out.
Yeah, and both the good and bad part about the 2As there are the 2As are good to cover a lot of those options, but as you can see, if you're max JD and they're not getting counter hit, you're just getting 2 hits in the combo. Jeez, those counters.
You cannot leave one gap. Even if you go for like a small stagger 5A. Oh, okay.
Bro!
Okay.
Grab?
Yes!
Oh! Let's go.
We got the counterplay at hand.
Oh, nice. Waiting for
Vixy.
Oscar to land on that. I don't know. Huh, I guess he just didn't have the link timing there. Didn't get the 5A out in time to combo after the 6C.
Oh, the conversion to super. Oh, also just mashes! This could be it!
Let's go.
Oh yeah, we will use Japanese because this is more elegant. Okay, one more chance. Watch out for Bitey. Oh yeah, there's Bitey. One more. Slap Bitey.
Oh, this left right! Excellent timing from False God there, catching Oscar. Just about to block the trap. He's like, okay, what if I just swap sides? And then you had to block the wrong way. And then I won the game instead of you winning the game. What then? Excellent play from False God.
Shake the hand.
Shake my hand. Right now.
Is that like that gif of the monkey? Just walks up and then stretches the hand violently forward. Have you not seen that one?
I don't think I have, no.
Let me.
You're
I'm
monkey
not looking
posting in
Discord right
Twitch
now.
chat?
Monkey. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, here it is. I put it in flash chat. Go ahead.
Let's see. Fast chat. Oh, that one. The one Grunkle keeps posting.
Yeah.
There.
Can I keep a rolling?
Shake.
Oh,
Come
you
on.
ate the last
Shake.
one.
Shake.
Shake my hand.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, game 4.
Ooh, nice. That's what 2B is going to get him going.
Wait. Trying to do some stagger pressure. Oh, not push look for ya.
Nice.
You're gonna have to hold these combo. 2 magic maybe? You go for the smite? Oh no, it's for the 6C. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting raw bounces. Good mash! Oh, I love this.
Active frame's catching Oscar. Even though the first active frame definitely wasn't catching him, just kept it going until he came out of that dash. Hitting with a 2B and that left right, because Oscar, one thing you have to be really careful about in those kind of situations when she has the magic to do that is if you jump, you're just giving yourself up for a free 50-50, because she needs to be Stop. I forget the exact dynamics of it actually. I'd have to think about it a bit longer. Ooh, but that DP,
Ooh,
the exact
great.
dynamic there is if you block it, your DP gets punished. Oh no.
This could be a level 2. We got a combo in our hands.
I think this kill's on level 1 actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice. Sick. Yeah, one neat thing about Palm's level 1 as just a combo ender for literally any starter is it adds, because it's not only a level 1, but you also have a very nice sequence that Palm can do after it. with one more dog, it's like a plus 600 damage on any combo. It is super nice.
Yeah, it's just what you need when you have to close it up one tier, and you have one bar, and just like, go ahead, push it up.
Let's go. I might be giving them 4 Freds at once, but hey, if I get the round, we take them. Ooh, alright,
Hey,
False God getting
data.
the hit. Getting the False God Fred out here. Might end up greeting just to get the round here, because I mean, Fred is both,
Oh,
you know, because he is so strong, if you waste him on a like second round like this without having one round in the pocket, it is pretty risky to do, but one to close it out so he still has Fred at the end. Very good play from False God there. Going to the next round with a very big threat, but Oscar, Palms level 1 and level 2 are is nothing to shake your finger at. Very strong stuff. So we'll see which one can get their super in first. Oh, and just as they say it, on the right. Ting! Oh no, the overhead. Dude, the
yeah,
layering
it's
on that
hard
is
to
such
see.
bullshit. Oh my god.
yeah. I mean, you complain about Dark Stations and Paulette. Try to see 6C on all the others level 2. Try to
Nice,
press up.
nice blocks.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
but not
Oh.
gonna block the cancel there. God, love to see that, because so what he did there is, you know, you can float cancel or air dash cancel JB, but even faster is canceling into JC. That's too low to the ground to actually come out, so you just do JB, JC. It whiffs, and then you can do a low, and it's super duper fast high lows.
It's huge. Manages to get hit on the 5 in a way 6A. Yes!
False God, you're nuts. Excellent Abare from False God, getting him out of that life or death situation. False God says, I choose death. But for you...
I'm very impressed because every time False God was in a situation with both Papa and Mama in a corner, he found a way to just mash out of it. And I mean, we saw in the first game he mashed 5A, hit the blocks, and just paused him for a moment. After that, he got hit by Oscar, but still manages to stop for a moment. Even if he was just vibe shaking the dogs, he could have just blocked. But after that, he was just going for some about it, like I said, just mashing 5A, both on body wake up, and now you see he did it in the last round. And both Mama and Papa, like, whoa, that's interesting. I mean, also JB is like the anti-air move. You thought you were gonna anti-air something 2B or anything? No, that thing.
Hello, I am back.
Yeah, welcome. We're
Hello.
speaking really well of you.
How do you feel about that?
I know for a fact that the only reason I won that is because I played Oleander instead of Paprika.
I mean, hey, you played Oleander well, and if you're playing the character well, you damn well deserve that W. Very well played.
Hell yeah.
Hell
It's a counter pick.
That's
Yeah.
fair,
That's-
that's fair, but...
I know, you want the pride to say, I defeat Oscar Gonzalez with the Paprika, suck at the spikes and wings, but... Come on, that's the counter
I need
pick
to
what's
focus
for.
on the win for now. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what tournaments are about, right?
I mean, a win is a
Hell
win
yeah.
is a win, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, gamers. Speaking of a win is a win, we got a commentator is a player. We got Vixy going versus Black Atlas in losers semis here, going back down to losers bracket now that winners all but finished. See how this goes. We got the classic matchup, Fire and Ice, Tianhua versus Velvet. Who's gonna take it home today, and who's gonna be sent home?
Hell yeah. This is definitely a toughie. Sasha always has my number. Ever since I defeated him once, I have not been able to deal with them.
Well, let's see how you do. You've been doing pretty well today. Might be able to take it home here. Either way,
Let's
good
see.
luck, have fun.
Killer again.
All right. I got False God back on the mic with me now, commentating it up. And if y'all like what you're seeing on screen today, one, predict in the Twitch chat, use those
hope you have
motherfucking
been keeping up
Bensons,
with your
those little
training.
ducks below the
Let us
chat,
break the
help
ice.
support. I mean, it doesn't support nobody, but it helps make betting interesting. Because, you know, the only thing that makes betting even more fun than it already is betting against other people. So if you're betting Bensons, get all your other friends to bet Bensons, and then the Benson economy will become overinflated, and then we'll all go homeless. And that's what I want you all to be, homeless. So if you want to be homeless, just go ahead, bet on Bensons. Who do you think is going to win? Tianhua, piloted by Black Atlas, or Velvet? Vixy at the helm? Let us know in Twitch chat. Also, check out the Matcherino. Gaming.
That was an interesting series of events.
Indeed. Oh my god, Atlas is already losing half of his health. Where'd he go? What happened? Ooh, the DP. Nice timing on Vixy. Great
You have been
patience.
DP'd by Velvet. Lose all your Bensons.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Heyo.
Oh, nice zoning.
I hold you accountable
Closing it
for any
out.
damage
Keeping a
done to
clean
my
round
flute.
1 for Vixy.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, nice spacing from Atlas, just floating there, waiting for Vixy to go for the aggressive 6A. Vixy going forward and Atlas getting the full punish on it. Let's go.
Not a lot of characters have a good answer for Tianhuo hovering kind of diagonally away from them. It's a pretty strong position to be in, but it's not somewhere you want to be too much because there are ways to stop it. Oh, that was a good DP bait, but unfortunately that DP is safe, so...
Yeah, Vixy trying to do something after that backdash. Unfortunately, Atlas's 5B is pretty big. Nice block on the cross of
Cross
JC
up
from
flip.
Vixy. Excellent stuff.
Level 2 from Vixy. Let's see what we can get while the Blizzard is still hibernating. Okay, a bit of chip, but... Oh, here come the Ash loops. Actually, does this kill? It might kill.
Yeah, I think if he does absolute tier, it'll kill, but
Oh,
not if you
that's a
drop
drop.
it. Uh-oh. Yo, Vixy gonna go all in. Black Atlas.
DP.
Already a little bit of a disadvantage after spending all of that, not getting the kill outright. Ooh, the
Oh.
5-8 dash up. It's gonna be enough for Vixy, closing it out on that one mistake from Atlas. Just goes to show that all it takes at the top level is just one mistake for you to lose it all. And also, we are back to loser semi, so this isn't a best of 5 first of 3. This is only a first of 2. So, Black Atlas doesn't have too many more chances to take it back from Vixy.
I just got jump scared by Black Atlas's profile picture again.
At last we shall
Oh,
see
God.
who is stronger. Ice
Atlas jump
or
scare.
Fire.
Let us break
Black
the
Atlas
ice.
jump scare.
Round 1. Fight.
Who needs Five Nights at Freddy's?
Ooh, who needs 2B to anti-air? Well, it seems like Vixy does, getting that counter hit on that dash in. Great stuff.
Yeah, excellent call out on the terminology not in head
On
right
the
now.
noodle approaching at a quick speed in the arrow. God. Ooh, nice IVs. Missing the last one, getting punished for it.
Oh, random DP and block strings. It does work.
Oh, they pause, so like they're done, right? Like I can like get out. Oh no, I'm DP'd. I'm dead. Oh, shucks.
Oops.
That's a shame. Ooh, 2C. I mean,
Wake up 2C.
shit, dude. Like you saw, even without a combo there, like 2C counter hit on its own is just so much damage on Velvet.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. A lot of characters have that move. The one that hits you and just does 1,000 damage right off the bat.
Yeah, totally.
Of course, the biggest offender is Tianhuo with level 2 Ash, and I'm not going to talk about that, otherwise I'm going to get upset.
Just like, you know, punish
Calm
it or
thoughts.
something. I don't know.
Calm thoughts. Calm thoughts.
You know, honestly, I mean, time spent in level 2 when you're like not comboing is definitely like wasted time, especially because like her mix potential in level 2 is really good. But if you're just like, if you just need one more thing, you can kind of just, for a lot of people, and even like high level people, I think a lot of people just aren't used to how you have to deal with level 2 Ash. So just like spamming until they die, and it's kind of.
Yeah, level 2 Ash is a weird situation because you have to jab a lot earlier than you think you do. It's a weird situation and not one that people have labbed. So it'll work until people get used to it, which
Yes.
maybe never.
Definitely not right now. So a lot of people very scared by that stuff. Ooh, Vixy trying to get aggressive there. Ooh, nice blocks on the flip. And gets the DP out. Get out of my face, Tornado. Not gonna spend the level 2 though. Alice still has a chance here, but not if you get level 1. Okay, we take both.
Survival of the beautiest.
They never expect the raw super.
Final round.
But what about second level 1?
Yeah, that's like Sun Tzu's words, right? If it's stupid but it works, it ain't stupid.
Yeah, I'm sure Sung Tzu said that.
I don't know, it was some guy that's smarter than me. Albert Einstein, maybe.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Good grab from Black Atlas.
Ooh, nice DP. Get off me. And just look at how far that tumble sends you going. Atlas all the way out of here. Has to get his way all back in.
Frame trap in the air.
Big ol' CC. Ooh. Yeah, it's really hard to
60.
convert off of those 6Ds, but still gets you all the way in. And look at this level 2. It's still doomed.
Let's see the damage. Oh, he's going for hard knockdown instead. Hard knockdown.
Loop and grabs. Oh, Lord.
Overhead that I certainly didn't react to.
Uh-oh.
Black Atlas. Alright, back to hibernating lizard mode. Oh, that was a dirty cross under.
Great wave dash into cross under from Vixy. Is this enough to close it out?
Oh,
Not quite.
Drop.
2B falling a little bit
Oh.
short, but the snowflake landing directly
Gun.
on target, giving Vixy 2-0 over Black Atlas,
Velvet wins.
putting Atlas in 4th place at the end of the tournament. Well played from both, though.
You're at full screen? Velvet used the Glock 18.
Velvet, no. Don't do it.
Well, here we are, the
Ooh-wee.
top 3. I sit here for 3 more games.
Yeah, look at y'all. Who thought? Both y'all commentators out here stealing souls, getting top 1 and potentially top 2. See how Vixy fares against Oscar. I know Vixy has recently taken it
Visky.
over Oscar.
Would you like some
Vixy.
Visky, my friend?
Some Vixy Glaze 93? Ho ho.
Who knows what we're saying anymore? This tournament's going on so long that everyone's brain is fried. Words aren't real.
Alright.
There are only the funny noises that come out of your mouth.
Yeah, we're gonna see some funny noises come out of these characters as they beat the snot out of each other. Got losers final, so another best of 5 first to 3 set here. Oscar on the left, Vixy on the right. Palm versus Velvet. Scared little Palm versus Regal Highness herself, who has a statue, TM, in the Gaming Generation store.
Calling Palm a scared little sheep is not something I would do because she's terrifying.
A scared sheep who
Behind
happens to have these terrifying dogs all over her. Oh god.
Bitey approaches.
Oh my god, look at this conversion. That was a clean third of Oscar's health off the table. Just those 2 touches, taking all of his damn health all the way out here.
Good block on the cross-up.
Ooh, nice counter hit. Yep, yep. Yo, yep, yep. Oh, nice.
Sorry, you didn't block
the
the
low.
aerial low.
You fool.
But no, Palm definitely needs it. Her neutral leaves
God,
something to be
mama.
desired before dogs. And
Was it good for you too?
Velvet's hooves are so small, that's like getting slapped in the face by a
Round
needle.
2.
Well,
Oh.
no, not quite a slap.
Benson's are the channel points for what it's worth. But yeah, false 1. Oh wait, dude, I didn't even change the... I'm cringe, bro. SMA.
Frozen
Anyways.
veal. Velvet
Oh,
because-
bro. That was fucked up.
Yeah, great fuzzy from Oscar. Now, let's see the Papa setups. Oh, good throw. Oh, good block on the cross-up.
Yeah, that's the thing with Palm. There might be one mix and you block it, but get ready for 4 more as the dogs keep on coming, especially with Papa out. Pressure doesn't stop. Ooh, tries to get the tick through there right before the ice ball.
But no, I may have bad staggers, but I also have plus frames until the world ends. So what are you gonna do about it? Nothing. That's what. Die.
Be gone. All right, Oscar taking the next round. Vixy has a slight meter advantage here, but you know, Velvet's level 1 isn't the craziest thing in the world. Level 2 is a pretty decent combo center, gets you some nice.
Good air
hits
grab from
afterwards.
Oscar. Good
Ooh.
ground grab. That's a lot of grabs. Jeez.
Nice grab. Oh my gosh. Nice conversion too. And look at all this damage. Vixy already most of the way dead. Where'd the health go? Oh, these grabs from Oscar are super on point.
I have never seen Palms.
Oh.
Dogs.
Oh, she chilled out all right. Damn. Jeez.
I won.
See? It's all fun and games until Palm hits you, then you die. No mercy. Look at those eyes. Those are the eyes of a seasoned killer.
Dude, the Papa Dog's so pissed. He's gonna say woof in like the meanest way possible. Drop the hard W. Woof.
I haven't played D&D, but is this how vicious mockery works?
Probably. He ratios you on Twitter and then says it out loud. You just die. No way you can deal with it.
If you ask politely enough, they have to. See. Papa's big bark is really just him going, please die for me. Super soft, super quiet, like ASMR.
If I tell you you're pretty, will you leave
But
me
no,
alone?
it's soft, silent, and polite, so you have to do it. And so,
Aw.
you die.
Oh, he's so cute.
Sorry.
How could I say no? What do you... I guess I have to. If you say so, Papa Dog. Ooh, nice. Yeah, one thing Velvets have to be careful about in this matchup is after doing something like a 2C or a 5C, or both of them, most of your moves afterwards are going to be projectiles, so Palm's going to try to take advantage of that with their bark. You gotta really be aware of
Excellent
that.
bait on the bark from Vixy.
Yeah.
That's gonna, oh my goodness. Why do zoners always do so much damage? Jeez.
Sheesh. Look at that.
Wonderful.
And especially with Palm being of the lowest life pool in the game down there with Tianhuo, those big hits are going to make even more of a difference.
Don't forget the goat gremlin.
Please don't.
Ruh-roh.
Beautiful.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, wait.
Remember, Air Dasher characters should not have health, because if they have health, then they turn into unlimited Tager.
Good for you too.
And
Oh,
nobody
God.
wants unlimited Tager.
Round 2.
Grappler with a run. Ugh. Scary.
Thanks for watching, Mr. or Mrs. or however you go. Hero Brony, very much appreciated.
Oh, beautiful.
That mead.
Here, voila. Fight. Fight him.
Ooh, nice.
I'm trying to pick up Palm, and honestly, Palm mains have way more brain power than a humble little paprika main like me. I don't know how they manage everything. Also, not having 5B basically destroys my entire game plan. So,
Well,
yeah.
instead you have 2B, which is slightly different, you know?
It's 5B but smaller and
Final
anti-airs.
round.
It's 5B, but defensive.
But no, I don't know how palms operate, but I can definitely see the appeal of landing a hit on someone and then just vaporizing them like it's Avengers Endgame.
Ooh, nice JC. That low to the ground IED. JC gonna reach pretty far. It's level 1 into Papa. Fighty, keep the pressure going. Hard knockdown. Oh, what better mix than to just keep grabbing. Keep the Papa out and the dog out for free. Ooh, nice. Alright, now double parents out.
Ow!
Couples council.
See? He's so nice and gentle. He says it quietly and then... Oh!
And
Oh,
then
that
woof.
hit! That's disgusting.
I won.
Yeesh.
Well,
Palm
Palm
wins.
spent 2 bars. I don't know what to tell you.
You gotta be really careful when Papa's out, because unlike Mama's counter, Papa's counter will come out regardless of whether or not you hit him, because it's not... They're both like the same kind of move,
It's
except
not
Mama's
really
requires
a
you to
counter.
hit her. It's just like a infinite guard point move. You know, you can hit him as much as you want. He won't lose life during that specific move until after like the active frames have ended, and then he is vulnerable for a little bit to getting hit.
Actually, isn't it just armor?
Yeah. I was just thinking
'Cause-
in other game terms, I guess.
Okay.
But it's
'Cause
the armor for
Can we
the
just
counter
talk?
on Mama
Let's
and
break
the
the
guard
ice.
point bark, like
Ready?
the 4-6D on both of them,
Fight.
is infinite. For other moves, it's only one hit of armor.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I know that and once you trigger Mama counter, it's essentially guard point, like Arizona after you trigger her counter. But I
Although
don't know.
the interesting difference there is Arizona's, after you trigger her, actually, I'm not sure if it's the hit that triggers it or any hits after, but Mama's
hit
both
that
for the
triggers
hit
it
that
does count
triggers
as a hit. Lets you do some wacky stuff if you activate it with the jump cancelable move.
for Arizona, but not for Mama. For Mama, it counts as a blocked hit for both of them.
No, for
is, like,
yeah, for Mama it's
sus.
a blocked hit from the beginning. So Vixy dragging Oscar's JC right into her poor little punchable face.
Ooh, and that level 1 conversion gonna be pretty big. You might be able to close it out here. Nice.
And
Good stuff from Oscar. Great ender. Almost ready to take home this losers finals versus Vixy.
Fight.
oh, Vixy is playing with fire, but well, seems to have worked out okay for her. She got the first hit. Ooh, that was smart 2B by Oscar. Now, good DP bait. More than I'm able to do. But
Ooh, and at the end of the day, just blocks through all the pressure. Oscar would have had to get another dog out at that point, but Vixy got counter hit by the stagger, and look, just the pressure keeps slipping into itself. Vixy might have free bars, but you ain't got nowhere to spend it if you're just staying in hit stun. And Oscar's gonna close it out, this combo, taking losers finals and putting Vixy in 3rd place.
Home wins.
yeah, Palm is in a unique position when it comes to Oki because she just gets to melee with dogs, and you do not want to DP on that. You will die.
Yeah, it's like so much different just in every way from how other characters would have to like deal with Velvet with their... You know, some characters have like more aerial pressure strings versus Velvet, but Palm has the nice bit where she can, you know, kind of have dogs cover one avenue while Palm covers another, and it makes her very hard to DP and take care of both things at once. Also, good luck in winners or grand finals here.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
let's go.
I am going to basically leave the chat real quick because otherwise my head is going to explode.
Yeah, no
Okay.
worries. Go get him.
Good luck, Oscar.
Oh,
Comments
good
are
luck,
swap race,
Oscar.
you know?
Damn, let's go. Grand finals. Oscar versus greatest nemesis.
Ready?
Oleander. Who's gonna take him? Let me write their names down. Oscar Glez 93. So Oscar is coming from loser side, so he's gonna have to win 2 sets, while Falscott only has to win 1 to take it all home. And before we get too far into this, I just want to remind everyone, if you appreciate what's been going on stream, want to help support any of the top 3 players, give them some money in their wallet, because that's what they deserve for putting up their best today. Check out the exclamation point match arena. Either put some real money in there, or if you don't have any real money, just take 10 seconds of your time. Click on that link, click on the free coupon code to add 25 cents to the pot. Not much on its own, but if all y'all do it, it really means a lot to all of us. So I hope y'all take the time to do that if you haven't already.
Oh yeah, get some money in there for these boys.
KO.
Oh, that was
Yo.
perfect.
Falscott getting that money, starting grand finals out with the perfect there.
That was
Excellent play.
perfect. Round 2.
That was a really good start. Also, preemptively going for 2 A's while Oscar tries to up back in the around start. That's really good awareness. Oh, trying to go for the launcher. Tries to press just before the 2C comes out. That's gonna hurt a little bit. Bite is still out though. Nothing is lost when Bite is out. Oh, trying to go for a push but there. I don't know.
Oh, nice conversion there. Realizing that the JD counter hit and taking that time to get up to him and get that grounding conversion and look at that damage.
Oh, no Fred though. We're gonna keep him. Nice and easy. Make him some space.
Does Falscott realize that if he just like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Double perfect to start it out. Things are looking pretty grim for Oscar here. Falscott has fully adjusted to the kind of, you know, more defensive, like wait for him to come to you rather than the other way around play style. And that is very much working in his favor with the double perfect. Like, geez.
Yeah, also making something that we didn't see so much in the first Winter Finals. We're seeing a little bit more using the 6A after some block strings and Oscar trying to get in. So I like that, just keeping Oscar busy in the air to like, oh, you think you have a free JB? No. Watch out for this. Shout out to the skyscraper.
Jam session. It's a little high, just a little upwards.
Also, good job to manage to not having to deal with Bari at all in those 2 rounds. Like, Bari was out, but also just didn't interact with it at all. He even gave a gusher. He saw the poor puppy starving and just one gusher.
Oh my gosh, Oscar pulling out his counter pick to deal with Falscott's counter pick in the first place, saying, you know what? I'll play your game. Let's do it.
We're going in aggressive. We know the 5A starter, you go for like that 5C. But, alright, what I want to see with Oscar is just, please do see one fireball. Okay, we're gonna have to work on some those anti-airs first, but it's okay.
Ooh, nice. The JC got rid of that snowflake there. He's gonna have to worry about it, and now it's gonna start that combo going. Oscar chilling in the corner with ever-decreasing amount of health. Falscott keeping up the pressure. Oh my god. We're jumping for joy out here as Oscar up-backs into JB. Or JC.
I thought we were gonna see some notice.
The flailing's JA, right?
That was a beautiful IV for a good punish for a 2P. Oh, sadly, Oscar just gets his way everything.
It looks like the counter pick is working out for Oscar so far, taking round 1 versus Falls.
Fight.
I just hope Oscar doesn't go a little bit too hard in those 5Cs. I see him done for in neutral in the rest round, so I just hope he is a little bit more patient about them, but okay, if it's working, why not keep doing it?
Ooh, nice. You're not getting a huge conversion there, but that frame trap is going to get Oscar so much damage into the level 2. Going for what Vixy did the other game. Not quite in as clean a fashion.
It's okay. Hey, he's trying. I appreciate
keeping the pressure going.
Oh, this is all the snowflakes, trying to make those charades safe. A little bit hard situation for Oscar. Falscott's gonna have 2 meter? No, just barely, but no, he does.
Did someone say 2 meter? Oh boy.
Oh boy, freak time. You love it. Oh, good punish? What?
Uh-oh.
Was it Falscott reading right there? Or was it my imagination?
Not get in my way.
I don't know, honestly.
I thought so. Falscott reading. That was okay. That's a perfect punish, but okay. Oh, they're going to go for the air to where they're gonna get slapped in the face. Come on. Fist the gut. Going for the cross.
Nice
Good block.
Wow. Ooh, gets the reset into the 2A. Catching Oscar with the counter hit. Double read, getting some of that pressure juice going. Oh, but that counter hit Shatter C. Oh wow, that actually had so much JD. I did not realize.
Yeah, Charis is not a good starter. It's like, yeah, you get a nice punish and somewhat a good, okay damage, but after that you have very limited like extension. Unless you want to go for full resource combos or something like that, it's not that good. Just it's a good vibe check for for low crushes.
Sure. Oh, nice.
Ooh,
all those icicles catching him at once. Is this gonna be it? Oh, not quite if he drops it. Oh, yeah, we going for the down and dirty. good old Telly B with nothing else out and just mashing 5A, letting them know what's up. Yo, catching the DP.
Oh.
Yo, where's the super? False. False God, please.
Shoot it.
Oh
Shoot
my
it.
God, bro. Bro. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Just barely.
You were beaten by the best.
That was
He
close.
he shot the shotgun, but wasn't able to get it. Just barely. I was scared for that 5D, but it's not called instant snowflake for nothing.
So my question is False going to... Are we going to get in just this loop of them trying to counterpick each other? Like, oh, now I'll go Paprika. Or is False just going to stick with the Oleander here?
I wonder that. Maybe it's gonna be like some people do full first set going with gun character, and once you go to grants, you do okay. You know what? I'm trying to go for the real deal.
Because if they're
But if
just
we play the
trading back
counter
and forth with False getting the next game, False will win by default there.
Let us
But he's going to
break
stick with
the ice.
Oleander. And he did have some moments where he really could have brought it back. We'll see if he can fully close it out in this set versus Oscar. Wait, I have to send a picture of K9 real quick. Give me a sec.
Hey, that's me. Oh, fighting. Oh, you evil, you maliciously evil. Javamorris.
Beautiful.
I'll just put this in a screenshot evidently. Just keep
Oh, the 2Z, just barely. Oh, gets the 1D, beautiful. Full conversion. We're gonna see a super kill, maybe. I don't know. You want to pick around? Oh, just a little bit too early. You need to extend that a little bit more, but good damage nonetheless. Trying to get out of the corner. Just one gunshot to the face. Good lead by Oscar. Maybe Gabe Falls got a little bit too much meter for my liking, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
As long as you're not quite at that Fred percent, you're still staying safe.
Oh yeah. Even if you have a good control when people are at 10%, you're just like you can just keep going on them and making sure they don't have time or feel comfortable to do it. And even if they raw super, like it's not the end of the world. You can just wait. Patience key, but 560 is gonna be too.
Nice. Now, is he gonna spend Fred here if he gets it?
Oh,
I think not, because he probably wants it for the next round, especially if he gets a counter hit on the 5B. 16 to trap extensions could be it if he gets the Ender. There you go, Smite Ender bringing up one round apiece. False God with a Fred in hand, ready to go at it and take the whole game.
Final round.
let's see. 2 meter for False God. Oscar working on it. Oh, just
Bro,
that?
False. Yo, homie. We gotta talk about that one.
Those are those were 2 punishes. Free of charge.
Oh my gosh. Spaghetti everywhere. Oh no.
Oh, another one miss. 6A is super
nice.
punishable if it whiffs. Oh, okay, we're cooking now. We're running down those hits, but we're gonna have to build back that meter that False God decided to shoot in the start of the game. Went in. Okay, double jump. Try to mix. Oscar doesn't block the 6C again. That only their booty too strong. That's right.
Alright, Fred's out. This is a really scary place for Oscar to be. He can live through this, but I mean, just one hit, as you can see right there, will be enough to turn him in. False God taking the next game, bringing it up 2-1 against Oscar, putting him on a tournament point for Rodeo Regional number 38, and giving him just that much closer to the pot, which is currently at 63.35, and his cut would be, if he gets first place, $38.01. Wow.
Yo,
A whole penny.
come on, gamers, can we get it to 69?
Yo, 69. Any 69 gamers in chat? Let's go. Don't tell me if you are. I don't care. But if you want to support
TMI,
the
but still.
gamers. Yo, 1 cent though? A whole penny? We will ship him a whole penny. Oh, it's too late. Now we have 16 pennies. How are you going to ship 16 pennies? That's like...
Round
That's too many.
Fight.
Can't deal with it.
You know, sometimes it's a bit like that.
All right.
Going back to a palm now.
Everyone having fun playing around with their 2Cs in neutral. Oh, but reading towards him, maybe a mistake on the double jump there. Gonna get Oscar the hit, but he's full screen. Ain't gonna help him much against Oleander.
Oh, the side
Ooh, the
stage.
cross
Really
up
sneaky.
stood right into that. Be careful.
Okay, we got Mama by your side. Oh,
Ooh, Mama a bit
Sweeping
too
the
far to
airs.
help.
oh, we have a little bit of a situation. Let's go with a nice lead. Two Magic going for a throw. Don't dare touch that dog. Ooh, goes low. Now we're cooking. Oh no, no, we're not cooking. Nothing. We're taking takeout. Paul's got taking the first game. First round.
I don't
Oh,
have the
nice
time
reads at the
or
end there.
crayons to teach you how to
Bringing
fight.
it pretty close to the end. False God with the meter lead and the round lead. Oscar in dire straits here. Is he going to be able to pull out the mix that'll save the day, or is he going to just get hit by that? Ooh, is False God just keep missing the link there for the 6C? Is that what's happening?
I think it is. It's a little bit tricky. Not super hard, but you know, timing's timing. Be hard.
Yeah, especially when you're in like a tournament setting like this. I can completely understand.
I'll tell you.
Ooh, nice. Hits the dog away at the JB. 6B into tell AC, get him all the way away, get some spacing, some zoning going, but he's gonna need some magic. Get something going here. Ooh, nice 2B into full conversion with that level 1. It's gonna be enough to kill if he has the routing.
I go for the JB loops. Coin loops, pick up the
Nice.
body, and we got him.
Bad puppies. Good puppies.
Oh no, we have loaded all in there for round 3. This is gonna be hard for Oscar.
All right, everyone get ready. It's potentially the final round. We're starting it out hype with the counter hit 6C. Ain't no need to block it when you're just getting counter hit anyways. Fred's out on the table ready to punch this little sheep out of here. Ooh, 2D gonna get him. Is he gonna stay safe against Oscar's punish? Level 1 is gonna keep the string going, but there is a gap in between the dogs and the Papa. Gotta be careful for that. Ooh, but Bitey on the cross up. It's gonna be big for Oscar. No more Fred after this combo. Ooh, keeping the pressure
Trying to
going.
push blocks, those. That's super risky. You don't try to push block 5As that much. You push blocks on, you try to make a confirm out of that, but still. Not enough time to get the conversion though, but still, we're gonna go see Bitey. Trying, oh my god, just a flow JB. Not here from False God, Bark, and the full punch with the 5E. This could be it if he has the right round. If we can finish with a super, not read out. Okay, we already used the unbounce. He just needs to shoot. He just needs to shoot.
Oh, nice
good block, but no
AG
punish.
on that. Gonna stay safe just at the very end of that push block. One more hit will do it for False God though. Literally anything, you just go into super or just, oh my god.
This could be huge.
Oscar
It's
blocking
gonna
that
be meter
6C.
for Oscar. I'm gonna reset to all he needs and no magic on. We're gonna we're gonna
this
go
is-
all in.
Oh,
All
no.
in.
I think he actually could have killed if he summoned Diggy there. So unfortunate play from Oscar there. False God then the 6A of legend. Not only from the character, but just from where he put it there. Closing out the game, closing out the set, and closing out the whole damn tournament. False God is our Rodeo Regional number 38 champion. Can I get some noise? Let's fucking go.
Everybody in the house. Papa for False God. That was supposed to be a CC. No, False God, it's all part of plan. Come on. Hush.
I mean, that is an OS. You could ask anyone, so we'll take that. We take
Yo,
those.
we take
Let's
those.
go.
What up? How you
Okay,
feeling?
numb. I can't.
You
feel
won,
my
bro.
arms.
Let's fucking
You did
go.
it.
Good shit.
I think I might pass out when we're done here.
Yeah, take a break.
No.
Tell you what, you definitely deserve it.
That 6A wasn't a CC. It was an OS. Okay, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Hold it.
Come on, it was supposed to be a CC.
I mean, it happens
but-
to me all the time. But you know what we call that? An OS. Now you know. Future strategy.
Yeah, we
Dude,
I
whenever
can't
get a
argue
shy
with that.
C,
Maida
Yes.
comes in, drops a truth bomb, and walks away like nothing ever happened.
that's our queen.
very powerful. All right, let's close up the bracket here. So False God took it 3-1 over Oscar. It was very interesting seeing Oscar go with that Velvet counterpicking, kind of working out for a bit there. But after you kind of conquered it, got it back in that second
Sorry,
game
I
versus
have
the
experience
Velvet.
playing Paprika. I know how to approach. I don't approach smartly, but sometimes you don't need to if they're too busy setting up zoning.
Yo. But I mean, at the end of the day, you pulled through, you got that focus together, and you got that dub. And I believe this is your first Rodeo Regional you've won, right?
Yeah, I've been to grand finals twice before, I think, but this is
Yeah,
the
let's
first
go,
time I won.
dude. Very, very well
Hell
done. Very proud of you. You've like made very consistent progress over the past like few months, and just started making a lot more consistently better decisions and just a lot of your gameplay habits, and that has really shown. And managed
Also,
to
my
get you
gimmick's
this far.
gotten much stronger.
Yo, and
No
we
one
take
is
those.
blocking 6-8 ETC. No
Let's
one.
go. All right, and that wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. So I just
Love
want to
to
thank
see it.
everyone for watching. I want to thank Vixy for commentating. Also, Fall Scott, thank you very much
Hell
for
yeah.
our first and third place players, for just being the first and second greatest commentators in my heart. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated having you all on stream. I want to thank everyone for watching. I want to thank everyone who's watching on YouTube or whatever platform this might be thrown on. And if any of y'all ever want to participate in any of these tournaments, we're having them most every week on Thursday, 8 p.m. EDT. For the foreseeable future. You know, if it doesn't happen, I'll text y'all, but you can just generally safely assume it'll happen. So join the Discord, get yourself the TFH role. You hear those announcements when they come. And I mean, is there another TFH stream right now? Let's see what's going on. Nah, I'm the only one, so I'll just go ahead and let y'all go. Wish all y'all good night, and I'll see y'all later.
Join
Can I
Rodeo
advertise
Regional.
LLL?
Trust me, it's fun.
Oh my god.
I say this as the Paprika player that just gimmicks to
Come
death
play.
anyone who doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, brother. It's
Also,
alright.
Lexi is
Okay,
running
everyone.
her own tournament that should be pretty fun too. It's they
Oh, yeah.
gentlemen to I believe checkers, if there's any weirdness with the connection, so that'll be a fun watch for sure. I highly recommend y'all check that out, because you know, even if some things are gonna be pretty goofy, I'm sure it'll be a good time. I mean, Lexi, if you have the like link to the Discord or whatever, just go ahead and toss that in chat, or messages somewhere if it doesn't let you toss that in chat. I can show it to people. Wait, actually, let me see if I can fetch it from the server. Events announcements.
Yeah, I was gonna do the same.
Lexi's lambunctious layaways too. Let's go. All right, so it's challenge. Oh wow, I'm surprised you actually got that like primo challenge thing. There's just nothing else called LLL. We take those. So either join the Discord, join the challenge. Both are going to be required to join the tournament, and that is on. So that is single LM, no region lock. Ethernet discouraged, lol. Checkers banned. Don't. What, you banned checkers? What happened?
We're gonna play
I
tic-tac-toe
will
now.
choose who you play, bro. What is this?
Oh, wow,
starts
that is
Wednesday,
shaping
April
up to be
6th.
the most fun garbage fire I have ever seen in a long time.
Okay.
Just imagine, you get to someone, I don't know, you play
Oh,
Oceania versus Europe, and you go, you know what? How we do some like first to 7 rock, paper, scissors?
Your
to
first
7
match, you
rock,
get
paper,
a
scissors in
Tianhuo that you've
Discord.
never seen before with 12,000 ping.
Gentlemen to Karnov's Revenge, but it's turn-based.
I'll be down for
Gentlemen to
that.
Final Fantasy VII. Alright. Either way, I'm sure it'll be a blast. I'll probably hop over there too when I get the chance. And I hope all y'all check that out. Check out our next tournament next week. And I wish y'all a good night. Bada bing, bada